Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm sharing some advice about hurricane preparedness for college students. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So if you're new here, my name is Sarah. I am a fourth year journalism major and I am a student at the University of Florida, and I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. So Jacksonville has had its fair share of hurricanes over the years, and especially in the 2004-2005 season. But as far as being a college student and being away from home during a hurricane, hadn't happened until about 3 years ago. So I wanted to cover in this video some basics of hurricane season, how to prepare, what you need to prepare, and then also share a little bit of a story time at the end as far as my first hurricane season away from home. So let's go ahead and get into the first section. So first things first is that hurricane season, the Atlantic hurricane season, is June 1st through November 30th. That's the first thing you should know. And the second thing you should know is that it peaks around September and October. So September and October is like the prime time for when the last couple of years, when a lot of the hurricanes have made landfall. That's when a lot of major hurricanes have hit, stuff like that. So now we're going to get into the things you need to prepare for hurricane season. The University of Florida actually has a hurricane preparedness list, which I will insert a picture of right now. But I'm also going to read you off the list that I made of things that after talking with my mom and my dad about things that you would need to prepare for a hurricane. So first things first, you need flashlights and batteries. Flashlights are a good thing to have in general in your house or in your dorm or whatever, wherever you're living. It's a good thing to have because you never know, the electricity could go out for some random reason, and if you don't want to use your phone as a flashlight, then you have a regular flashlight that probably is more powerful than your phone flashlight, so it gives you a little bit more light. And then water, of course, you need water. So typically what I will do for hurricane season, I'll just like keep some extra water in my dorm as like just a backup, and I don't touch it unless I absolutely have to. Another thing you need is canned food. So Chef Boyardee ravioli is one of the best, and you can eat it without heating it up. Also they have tomato soup. What else? Chicken noodle soup. Campbell's is another good thing to have. What else? Canned fruit. Canned pineapple is one of my favorites. Just like canned food to eat, like just to have on hand, is a good thing to have. And then snacks, non-perishables. So for example, dried fruit like raisins, or even like cereal. Having cereal on hand is a good idea too, because that's an easy meal. And then I also have on here essentials such as peanut butter and jelly. So I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that often anymore, but I used to love them as a kid. I still love them, but I don't eat them as much anymore. So the next thing you need is a first aid kit. So this includes like, obviously first aid supplies. You should have this in your dorm anyways, but it's also something you need for hurricane prep. An external battery for your phone, such as a Mophie power bank. That's a good one to have. It lasts a long time. And then also extra paper goods like paper towels, toilet paper, the essentials. It's a good idea to have those on hand too, because those are the first things that sell out. So those are just some of the things that I have on my list as far as hurricane prep goes, and really and truly you can buy those things once you get to campus and find it through your local grocery store if you don't want to carry all that stuff with you when you move into your dorm or apartment. But it's a good thing to have those things on hand because again, hurricane season is about 6 months out of the year, so you just want to be prepared. And this way it'll prevent you from having to panic last minute because you can't find bread in the store. The hurricane that had the most impact on me was Hurricane Irma, and that was my first year at UF. So I had to make a decision with my first hurricane experience, and that was to stay in place. I knew that if I was going to try to go home, it just wasn't going to be worth it because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come back. I was safer staying in the center of Florida than I was going to the coast, you know? So from then on, I decided that any hurricane situation, no matter what, I was going to stay in Gainesville as long as I was in college because it was safe for me to be there. The dorms were safer. Now, if I had been living in an apartment, maybe I would have thought differently, but the truth is I-4, I-95, US 1, I-10, everything was bumper to bumper traffic. Gas stations were selling out of gasoline. I mean, it was just better for me to just stay in place and not go anywhere, because the last thing my parents needed to worry about was me, you know, being on the road or anything like that. So I was like, let me just stay and hunker down. So the biggest takeaway from my experience with Hurricane Irma, which was my the hurricane that hit freshman year, was to just know that I was safer in place than I was to get on the road and drive home. But with all that being said, I hope this gives a little bit of insight as to what to do in order to prepare for a hurricane, and just to know that you might be safer staying in place as opposed to trying to go back home. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a like and hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more helpful videos about UF life, college life, YouTube tips, and even more. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.